and I ran. I said, I got to talk to this woman, Loral. And I ran out. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm
You too.
like so honored. You have no idea. I just spent the last hour listening to your many YouTube videos. And I mean,
Good.
oh my God. I'm like, I'm a follower now.
Good.
I even wrote some of the stuff down. Like, a man is not a plan. Columbus didn't discover America to have jobs. It's a team millionaire, not a self-made millionaire. And
Yeah.
it's not all about the money. It's also about being able to give back your energy and your experience.
Yep.
I love you. That's it.
Look
I
at
really
you.
hope you like what I have to say.
You're awesome.
Oh,
So
thank
tell me
you.
about you. Where do you live?
So right now I'm in Florida. I'm in St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay.
But if you can't tell from the accent, I'm not from here.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
from
what,
right
Boston?
right outside of New York City, Jersey City.
Yep. All
Yeah, and I
right.
moved down here about 7 years ago.
And so, well, you're right down the road from my son who lives in Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm like right between Jacksonville and St. Augustine. I'm in, I don't know. Sometimes it's called St. Augustine. Sometimes it's called Jacksonville. What part of Jacksonville is he in?
He used to go to the university there.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. Oh, so you know the area. You've been here.
I've been there many times. Yep.
Yes.
So tell me, what do you got today?
Okay. So I have my patent. I have 3 patents, 3 different design patents. It's a zipper-on spandex stretch belt with 2 zippered pockets. One of the pockets is waterproof, but you got to say water resistant just in case somebody doesn't zipper it and jumps in the pool. So it's a spandex zipper-on stretch belt that has 1 water resistant pocket and 180-degree pocket. The great thing about it is that it gives yoga pants and leggings pockets. Anything you're wearing, it gives extra pockets too. So it's actually a must for travel. So many people write to me that they love it for travel. The boyfriends, fiancés, guys are always stealing it from the women when they travel. Although I do sell it to men too, but they're getting turned on to why we love yoga pants and leggings. Spandex is comfortable. And I've done, it has traction. It has a lot of traction. Before this, I was a
Traction
nurse.
meaning what? So does it have a website? Have you made sales?
Oh, yeah. So I have a website. I was on did you get a chance to watch the QVC video or no?
Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
The beginning. I haven't seen all of it. Yep.
Okay. So I was on QVC. On my product was on The View. I just did a Good Morning America sale, and I just finished a Zulily sale. And it sells so well. Every time it gets the right exposure, it really sells well because people get it. Like, oh, it gives yoga pants and leggings pockets. It gives everything pockets. People get it. So it sold so well that after The View, they invited me back for Good Morning America. My first Zulily sale in August, I exceeded expectations from what they said to me. And I said, but I need something to measure that by. What does that mean? They said, well, for a debut product, we only expect 200 to 500 units to sell. You sold almost 2,000 units. So they're like, we're going to give you a dedicated buying team. I'm like, that's great. So I passed the test. Now I'll be a regular on Zulily. I just had another sale. And
so
again,
how much do they sell for? Tell me the pricing structure. How much do they cost to make? How much you sell them for? What's your margin?
Okay. Just one thing I want to add real quick. Zulily just emailed me yesterday. They want 3 more sales before Christmas. And that's why I'm like going crazy because that's a lot of inventory I need. All right. So I make them in Pakistan and I got them down to about $5.25 landed in America. I sell them for $24.95 to $29.95. The right price that they sell great at is about $24.95 on the website. And then, shipping. So around $30, they have 1 Fusion belt home. Everyone's happy. $29.95. Sometimes people will say, oh, plus shipping. So I know $24.95 is the right price.
It's a 5X. So, and if you already been on QVC, so you already got the pricing, you're there and you're already making, how much have you making? Like if you've made 2,000 sales, you're into 6 figures, aren't you?
Okay, so on The View, I sold 9,000 units. It was a complete sellout, and that was,
look at you.
We sold it at a discounted price because that's the whole thing with these platforms. It has to be their viewers get the best price ever. So sold 9,000 units on The View. We sold out. That was $150,000 at $15 each unit, and we sold out. So I don't even know what we could have sold on The View if we didn't sell out. I also had a 50-second segment where they demonstrated the product on the View, so it actually got airtime. When I did Good Morning America, I was only the second week where they started something else. They started a digital deal where there's no airtime; it's just purely digital, because right now they have so many products competing for airtime. So I was like a guinea pig. It's only the second week that they did it, but they were very happy. So from a digital deal, I did 50,000, 3,000 units. And with Zulily, I pretty much sold out. So I did 2,000 units the first time. This time I did 1,100 units, but that's also because I didn't give them enough inventory, because I was depleted of my inventory, because Zulily was a week after Good Morning America.
Okay, so now where are you? So how are you financing all your inventory?
Okay, so I put like every penny to my name into the product. My whole 401k I put in. So like I'm strapped now.
You did not. You cashed out your 401k?
Yeah, yes, almost all of it went to this.
Oh, girl, you need help.
Yes, I do. But because I saw the market response. I saw how much people loved the product, and you have to see the reviews. If you go on to like Zulily reviews, it's all 5-star. People really like it. They like it for dog walking. They like it for going to concerts and stadium events. You can't get into a concert or stadium event with a fanny pack or backpack. Nothing. The FusionBelt gets through. So when I saw the market response, I mean, how many times in a lifetime do you make something that people really want to spend their hard-earned cash on? And I did. I made something simple and it sells. And I also have other products too that I want to scale up to that are in the same concept of functional fashion. But I really do believe with the right team, a strategic investor with the right team, I really think it could be like another Spanx-like story. I think this product and the complementary products have the potential to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, the company.
So how much have you put in total?
Okay, so I put in my own money. I put in about 80,000 between lawyers and patents and inventory.
And how much have you made?
Okay, so what happened was I started this about 4 years ago. I got out of the gates. I was selling great. I got overwhelmed because I went on Zulily 4 years ago and I offered them 1,000 units. They sold 4,000 units and they needed more. I didn't have it. I was making them in America. I'm going to try and make a long story short. I took on a guy who I met at a show, made him a partner.
How much?
I gave him 50% because he owned a warehouse. He had employees. He had a sublimation machine. He could put all different patterns on it. I was so new. I was a nurse before this. I was so new. Anyway, I just found out after all this exposure happened, some funny things were going on. So he stepped away, hired a lawyer. He's gone. I relaunched in June. In June of this year, I opened a new corp and I'm totally independent. I have no partners. He stepped away quick because it was obvious what was going on. And that's
so how much have you totally made? So you put 80,000 in. What's your total revenues to date?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So from those 3.5 years I was with him, it's total. I don't know the exact amount because things weren't being recorded the right way. But I know we sold about 300,000 based on fabric and zippers, like invoices. And then since June, I sold about, between the two shows and the website, about 90,000.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So what are you looking for? Why take on a partner? You're already successful. What do you really need?
Because you need a team. You need a strategic investor, right? Like I know I have something. Yes, exactly. I know I have a good product, but I also know what I don't know. And I know I need people who have more experience and who can, I have the passion, I have the drive, and I'm a go-getter. I go out there and I get all these deals. All these deals I've gotten on my own. I need someone to just, like a mentor, somebody to be there, like to like right now, Zulily wants 3 more sales. How do I do 3 more sales? Can I get that inventory in on time? Do we have the, just the business side of it. Like I could use a good team so that I can build this into the next Spanx type business, Spanx type story where Sarah Blakely started with $5,000 and she brought her company. I think it's worth like 1.6 billion today. And people have that kind of response to the Fusion Belt. Like, okay, the other thing is, I forgot to tell you this part. I also talked my way into something else. I talked my way into this guy I met on LinkedIn. He owns a sports licensing company. I can sub-license all the NFL, all the MLB, all the NHL, and all NCAA. I sub-license professional sports rights. I make the Fusion Belt with them. The only caveat is he has to make them for me because I sub-license from him. So he makes those. He puts a couple dollars, so he makes some. And it's a great way to sport your team pride at the same time being hands-free at a stadium or concert event. And then I also have kids who love it.
Did you cut that deal already?
Yeah, so I could tell you the company. Yeah. He's been working with me for a couple of years. He's still waiting for me to like do all the teams. He's like, Lisa, give me a big order, do all the teams. I'm like, I know. I'll get there. But he's still there and I could do that. It's just a sub license because I'm not big enough to afford my own license right now. But awesome. It's still another great segment to go after, the whole concert and stadium event.
One of the things that I own is part of the Black Hole, the Raider Nation, and the Raiders are moving to Vegas. So we could put
that's right.
We could put your belt. We could put our Black Hole Raider Nation on your belt and put it in our merch line.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
And then you're gonna have to come down and go to a game.
Yes. Oh, believe me, I will fly anywhere to meet you.
Awesome. You have to come to Nevada country.
I know. Actually, I was just there a couple of weeks ago. My husband had a conference there.
In Vegas or Reno?
Yeah, in Vegas.
All right.
In Vegas. We went to some Red Rock. I forgot. I took my kids hiking up some big canyons.
It's Red Rock.
Yeah, Red Rock. Yeah. And I saw all
right. So what's your ask, young lady? So clearly you need a mentor, but what's your big ask?
So I'm thinking I could do a lot with 100,000 for 20%. And I'm open to whatever you think would be fair. Because I realize it's not just the money, it's the person also.
You need brains. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So you really don't need the money. You really need brains and access, don't you?
I need that, but I do need the money to be able to keep up with the inventory. Like, for example, when I do social media marketing, it works. It's great. But then I need enough money to keep up with direct to consumer off the website, have the money for the advertising, and then have enough for all of these other events. Because the thing about these other events is that it's kind of consignment, like Zulily, QVC, ABC, NBC, also the Today Show might want me on in January, February. All of those venues, I have to front the inventory. I get paid after they sell. So that's what makes, they're amazing platforms for brand exposure, like for building the name of the brand in front of millions of people.
But have you ever tried, financing this is very simple. Have you ever gone to get what's called vendor financing? Have you even tried that? Like what's your business?
I did talk to somebody out in San Diego. What he does is he finances inventory.
Yeah.
But he usually likes to lend over 100,000, and I haven't needed 100,000 yet at once pop. So he said, come back to me when you need at least $100,000 order. So that's what I have. And purchase order financing, I can't get because they're not real purchase orders. Like it might look like a purchase order, but I don't get paid till after they sell and they don't give me any money up front.
Yet.
Yes. Right.
Yet. You just haven't cut that deal.
Right.
God, this is like a happy day. I mean, Deani's out there going like, look at this, the 3 or 8 pitches. But what a lot of you guys really need is some mentoring. Like you need some direction and access. So I love your deal. I think the sports deal, I think you should price into that a little bit more. I'm just starting, I'm learning that world as well as we head to Vegas, but it's insane there. It's insane there. I mean, the amount of money that you're going to make with that team logos on it.
Yeah, like just that alone could be a multi-million-dollar business, just the sports world. Then we add in the fashion, the athletic, the kids.
Well, what have you sold? Have you thought about just selling it?
I mean, I would like to build it up more so I can get a better offer, but I have thought about building it up and having an exit strategy if somebody wants to buy it.
Well, like Spanx would be a perfect buyer for you.
Yeah, I know. I reached out. I spoke to Jesse Itzler, her husband, a couple of times on Instagram. And he was just like, oh, right now Sarah's coming out with a new product line. And, everybody wants to talk to her. It's always everybody wants to talk to them. You think you're the only one, but everybody wants to talk to these people. So, yeah, I thought of that. Absolutely. Especially when she came out with her Spanx leggings. I'm like tagging her all over Instagram, like FusionBelts gives leggings pockets, Oh, I wanted to show you something else. So if you listen to the Elvis Duran show in New York, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but they have like a tagline, hello lady. So I just made this for them. It's a Fusion belt and it has their hello lady slogan on it.
That's awesome.
It's great for a promotional product too. So I also had Verizon wanted about 80,000 units because they were going to give them away as a promotional product because they have a marathon every year. I lost the deal because I was still making them in America at that time. I was making them.
Go back to them.
Yeah. And then also State Farm wanted like 20,000 and Publix was thinking about 10 or 15,000. The point is there's a lot of potential also to put company logos on it because it's the perfect canvas to put a logo on, because unlike a baseball cap or a t-shirt with a logo, people wear it maybe once and never wear it again. They will wear the Fusion belt and they'll wear it every day. So that's your company logo across the hips of women everywhere. Can you see I got my, I've said this quite a few times. Oh, and then let me tell you about my competition. So my competition is a company called Flip Belt, FLIPBELT. Yeah. I didn't even know about them when I came out with this product, but I soon found out about them because when I put my patents in, the search of anything similar. What separates, and they do fantastic. So if you want to see if there's a demand for a product like this, Flip Belt is really killing it. Why is Fusion Belt better? People tell me all the time when I do marathon expos, they wish they had seen the Fusion Belt before they bought their Flip Belt. True story. It's better because I have a zipper-on design. As a nurse, when I looked at the market, everything you had to shimmy up from your feet, like the Flip Belt. I said that's sizes and physical abilities. So I said a zip-on design would make it much easier for people who even want to wear it for casual use, or just starting their fitness journey. So that's the patented design. The second thing is I have the one water-resistant pocket. I also used a brushed spandex, so it doesn't ride up. A lot of people complain about these other belts on the market. It starts on their hips, but it ends under their boobs after they wear it all day. Yeah. So the Fusion belt
so funny.
Move. Yeah, and I've actually have ultra marathon runners, women who have run 30, 35 miles, write to me and say, yeah, it becomes like a bra belt. The Fusion belt stays in place. It doesn't move. And then the last thing is I also play on the fashion aspect of it. I don't know why they don't, but I'm glad they don't. I have so many patterns, camouflage, gray diamonds. I make it look like part of your outfit. So it's also cruise ships or going to a club or one of those Electric Daisy Carnival, that whole EDM scene.
Yep.
Are a multi-million-dollar business too. I think the Wall Street Journal said the top 3 DJs made $40 million. And all the girls at these festivals are wearing fanny packs and they're like almost naked in their bikinis dancing. So the Fusion belt would go good in the electronic dance festivals too. Yeah. See, I know all the markets, right? This is where I need someone to help me organize how we go to all these markets.
Okay. So I have a few people that I will talk to because I probably wouldn't do this one by myself because I need their access.
Okay.
But I don't think you're going to need a lot of money. I mean, you just need some access and probably some contractual help.
Right.
And the kind of funding you can get, you're not aware of it. I mean, you really, not that I don't like taking equity, but I mean, you really don't need a lot of money. You have great runway, great margins. You just need better access and contractual relationships.
Right.
And some.
But for somebody like you,
finance.
I wouldn't mind giving you equity.
Well, I might take some.
Okay, good. Good. I
might just take that.
Take it. It's yours. To work with you, my God, it's my pleasure. I do have a call with Brian Harrington tomorrow because Kevin did like it, but I didn't know exactly what Kevin needed. And his associate was working with me and she's like, Lisa, we know you need funding. So, we'll talk and we'll work something out. So anyway, Brian Harrington said he's interested. We'll see tomorrow. I also have this other woman I met.
When are you guys talking? Because Brian and Kevin and I are good friends. So
yeah, so to me, if you guys want to maybe
We'll
talk about
talk.
working all
Yep.
together.
Yep.
I'm talking with him tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. All right, young lady. So I'm going to exchange information privately on our like message when we hang up here.
Okay.
And then we'll be back in touch because I will get in touch with Brian and Kevin because they are some that what I would talk to.
Right.
But there's 2 other women that would have that same kind of similar access. I mean, but since Kevin and Brian are part of what we're all doing here, let's go to them, see what they
Right.
have. Okay, cool.
That sounds good.
We'll
And
talk
I'll
again.
send you samples too. If you want, give me an address. I'll mail you samples.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Got to have some.
Yes. Yeah, of course. I want you to touch it, feel it, and then you'll really get it.
Okay. Well, because the other market too, I don't know if you saw 2 pictures before, there's a gentleman had like a cool, like light up belt.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, you see that?
Yeah,
But
when I
like
saw that, I said,
your same thing, like internal, like, you know, because obviously I'm in the ski world and very few people accommodate to us skiers for the things we're needing. But I mean, concerts and sports are huge with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me talk to Brian and Kevin. I'll put my information, my mailing address for my goodies, and we'll exchange numbers there.
Oh, thank you. I do have a pitch deck too. I'll send that over to you.
Perfect. All right. You can go back and do a little trick or treating now.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Go eat the candy.
All
Well,
right.
I do have to say, you are the same as I perceived you to be from the videos I watched of you. You're very genuine. Thank you. I appreciate that you're the same person I've been thinking you were since I watched all your videos.
Always the same. I appreciate that.
Of course.
All right. Well, thank you. It's good to meet you. We'll be back in touch.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
day. Bye-bye.